Alright, let's assess the damage here. First, let's get this pounded down. Because I can't even get this pin out as long as it's up. And then once I lift this up, I'll be able to get that off. So now I'm going to put the camper back down on the truck and then bring the jack up. Alright, let's see if I can get this out now. How bad is it? It's a little bad, but not the end of the world, I guess. I think that could just be left alone. I think it's fine. Alright, well, I don't have quite good clearance, but I can kind of get the wrench in here. So this is a 9/16. So I'm going to take these all off. Gotta take that off. Probably have to cut these ties. Right underneath there. Free up these wires because I can't pull this up yet until I do that. It comes right here, so I have to take this off to disconnect the wire. So then I should have a free wire all the way out to the jack and can pull the jack off. Alright, so this was bent up. Look at the paint all cracked off. So I need to scrape all that away. Repaint it for sure. Let's see if I can pound this down. Let's see what we got. That's awful loud. Alright, I think I got it pretty good, other than I'm almost deaf at the moment. I didn't even have to use a big hammer. And don't heat it because you'll just weaken it. But I did use this little guy, and that was enough. And I think I got this where it needs to be for the most part. So I'm going to clean it up. If there's any other bend in this still after I put it together, then it's in the jack. I have paint. I have some of that bed liner paint. And I have sandpaper, and I have all that because I was just working on my truck. So let me clean this up. I don't think this is what a grill cleaner was intended for, but you know, you use what you got. Might as well get it good and clean so the paint sticks, right? I'm not going to obviously fine sand this or anything. I just want to get it so it has a good adhesion. And I have a little bit of primer here too. I'm not going to get it perfect. I mean, there was paint already peeling off of this, so I'm not going to get too crazy about it. And for you, all of you that haven't watched my other videos, yes, I actually have all this stuff with me right now. So I got everything I need to get all this cleaned and taken care of. I'm not even going to worry about masking it off though. I'm going to just hit it. I did Scotch-Brite this a little bit further down that I'm going to paint, so it's all been roughed up a little. I didn't really get in there real well, but it doesn't feel like it was really peeling too much on the underside. Probably because it's, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning this up and then paint it. I've got some bed liner here, and I also have, for the areas of exposed metal, I have some primer. Although, I don't know if this is exactly the right kind for the job, but it'll do. Alright, now of course, it does have a texture, which the rest of the tongue doesn't, but I really don't care. This was just to help prevent it from rusting. It's not like I'm worried about beautification here. Other than prepping it so that the paint would stick, I really didn't do much more. You know, I really don't care. At some point, if I ever decide to do anything with this tongue, you know, then I can take the whole thing and clean it all up, and maybe spray the whole thing with Raptor liner or something. But that's good enough for now. It's not pretty, but all the paint that was flaking off has been taken care of, and I think I'll let this dry and then I'll put it all back together. Hopefully there's not a major bend in the jack. All right, so I think the jack is bent a little more, but I'm not sure how, unless it's just this bar is damaged. You can kind of see it. It looks like the jack is going to need replaced. When it hit, it pulled this back, pushing it this way, so this was even steeper. It was like, it was insane. So, but what I've done is I flattened that out now, and the trailer is level. And you can see that this, which is now bolted completely flat to this, it would have to come down in the front more, which means I've actually pounded this back down is lower now than the front. As far as this is concerned, it's now the opposite direction. So the fact that I still see this much of a bend means this jack is torqued. This is done. It's gonna need a new jack to be safe, because the problem with this being tilted like that to that degree, I would think would make it less strong. I got chocks, but if the trailer rolled forward even the slightest, it would pull this under and it would just collapse. So the jack is done. Although I do think that it always did have some angle, but I think there's more going on down here that is new damage. It's better than it was. That's for sure. So as you can see, they don't even use their jack because they're permanently here, but it's straight down. It doesn't come by design with an angle. I looked at a couple others. See, this doesn't look bent. There's no damage here, but when you look at this, and this is not bent, but when you look at this, it has an angle. And I don't understand that, because it's always had a slight angle, but no one else's does. Look at this. This is laying on this piece of metal right here, from point to point. The trailer itself is leveled, and you can see this is level. This metal, this plate is level. This is way off. Look at that. This is wrong, but if you look at this, there's nothing wrong with this. This is how it was made. I took it off and looked at it. This was made angled, but everyone says it should be straight. This is how I got this from the factory. Can someone tell me what is wrong with this? Was it defective? Always? Was there always an issue? Because this has always had a slant, and I've always observed it having a slant. Like I say, the only reason why I'm fixing this is because then when it popped off the ball, the slant even became worse. But now that I have all this fixed, what should I mean, I've used this for 20,000 miles. Should I even worry about it? Let's see how much more off it is here. So if I take this and level it out, it's about a 1/2 inch. From top to bottom, on the metal strip here, it's about a 1/2 inch off. Now let's see if it's how much it's off here. So here it's about, for the same amount of distance, it's about a 1/4 inch. So this pipe is bending back further. So we've added another 1/4 inch to the bend. So we have a 1/4 inch slant that this has always had from the factory. And then we have another 1/4 inch slant added to it because this got torqued back, or also over time, because with this slant, it's going to put more stress on this, causing it to bend back further over time. And then of course, this area was bent up about a 1/4 inch when it eventually got hit, but that's all fixed now. So I mean, before it was sloping back like this, you know. So I don't know. Maybe I could put some washers under there. This has got more stress on it because it's angled. The angle causes stress, but it's basically had a 1/4 inch slant in it from the factory, because there's always been a slant. I can go back and look at my old videos and there's always been a slant. The tongue is fixed, so that job is done. All right, so I went to the hardware store and I picked me up this. This is a 1/2 inch diameter. I didn't know exactly what the size was at the time. I was just there, and so I picked it up. Probably it's more like 3/8 would have worked, but I grabbed 3 of them, but I only needed 2, so I put 2 in there. So the jack, your entire tongue of your trailer is actually hanging on just these 3 bolts. That's it. That's what's really holding all this up, is just 3 bolts. So putting a spacer here shouldn't have any effect on the integrity of the jack as far as that's concerned, because it's literally hanging on the 3 bolts. The thread still goes all the way through, and here it still reaches all the way through, so that seems to be working. If you wanted, you could go ahead and get a little bit longer one of these to make up for it, which I may end up doing just to be on the safe side. I almost think it would be smart to just get 3 longer of these and also nut them and with washers on the other side as extra support. I mean, literally, it's 500 pounds is hanging just on the threads of those bolts. So I'm probably going to change that out, but this does work as a spacer option. So, and now, there you go. As you can see, it is level. And honestly, it's never been level since I got the camper. So not this level. But so there we go. But yeah, I think I'm gonna change these bolts out. I really think that would be best. I went ahead and attached a new breakaway right here, and it's gonna be plenty clear of the weight distribution hitch stuff that's on that side where it was. So this will pull straight through. I went ahead and did it here so that if this was to bust off, it would still pull the emergency brake. This was bent up. Look at the paint all cracked off. So I need to scrape all that away.